Hi Mew Crew, welcome back to my channel. Yes, I am back. It's been a while. I haven't made a recent video in such a long time. I won't go into too much detail because I do want to get straight into the video, but I bet you've been missing your favourite pink-haired girl. Yeah, so I've had a lot going on lately, a lot of like health stuff and family, and yeah, it just meant I couldn't commit enough time to making these videos. So that's all I'll go into for now because I want to get straight into the video, but I am back. I am going to be making some more videos, getting back into streaming. So thanks for holding out for those of you who are back here with me, and I look forward to getting back into it. Now, for today, I want to be talking about the Black Bolt and White Flare set. It is really big. I'm really looking forward to this one. We've also obviously had Destined Rivals that have been released very recently. That has been going mad, but I'm actually incredibly excited about Black Bolt and White Flare because of the differences and how it works compared to other sets. It's going to make it a lot more difficult, but equally a lot more fun. So depending on what side you're at with that, then you can understand why. So let's have a look into it. So for those of you who don't know, this set is going to be split into two. You'll have two different booster boxes, ETBs, so it will be a bit like in Pokemon Pocket where it's part of a set, like a unified set, but yeah, it will have sort of two sides where certain sets will have you know, specific cards you can only get from that side. So White Flare will have its own cards that you can't get from Black Bolt and vice versa. So it's very interesting. It's one of those where I'm like, okay, this is going to make things a lot harder. The gimmick, I'm not gonna lie, is kind of cool, but also, yeah, it's gonna make it a lot harder to get all these cards. So not sure how I'm feeling about that right now, but I do think it's a cool concept. So this is kind of like the Scarlet and Violet's version of 151, but with the Unova region. So I think this is really cool. So as you can see, it says the dual sets will release on June 6th, so that's today. It's already Friday. I can't believe it's already Friday, so it's already released today. That's amazing. That's as of doing this video. I'm hoping to get this video up by the end of today. So yeah, similar to Pokemon cards 151, featuring every Kanto Pokemon, Black Bolt and White Flare will feature all 156 Unova Pokemon. Now, this is a really interesting part of it in that each Pokemon will be available as both a regular card and even an illustration rare or special illustration rare. So every single Pokemon in the Unova region will have some form of art card, whether that's a regular art or a special illustration art. So that is big. That is really cool. So we have some more revealed here, and then the set will return of the horizontal holo paper used on holo cards during the black and white era. So that's also really cool in that they're sort of bringing it back to, you know, sort of that time, sort of bringing back on the sort of nostalgia of that era, I guess. So in addition to regular 7-card booster packs, Black Bolt and White Flare will see the release of 35-card deluxe packs. So obviously this is the Japanese version, this isn't going to be the English. Each one will contain the contents of 5 booster packs, will come with a guaranteed illustration rare. So these are the ETBs here. These look really nice. I love the design of these, and obviously they're two separate ones based on the White Flare or Black Bolt. I've always lent slightly more towards Zekrom, kind of like electric types more. I did go with Pokemon White when it first came out, and therefore Zekrom was the legendary that I went with. And yeah, I just like his design more. I just do. Don't know why I said he, it, whatever. And yeah, Reshiram. I do like Reshiram. I think they're both really cool, but I have always lent towards Zekrom. So interesting. So we've got all the main set cards here. I'm not going to go into too much detail here because we have a lot to get through today. I'm going to go through all of the secret rares, and there is a lot because, like I said, we've got an illustration rare or a special illustration rare of every single Unova Pokemon in the set. So we've got some ones here. So just to go through, we've got the regular cards. Each of the 156 Unova Pokemon will get an illustration rare or special illustration rare. And this is the first time that every Pokemon in the set will get this treatment. As opposed before, each non-EX Pokemon will get a Pokeball Reverse Holo and a Master Ball Reverse Holo as well. Regular trainers will also get a Pokeball and Reverse Holo as well. So that's continuing on from Prismatic Evolution. So this is going to be an insane master set to achieve. There's also a new rarity named BWR, which presumably is Black and White Rare. And these are monochromatic, and there's also a separate Victini promo as well, but they have Zekrom and Reshiram, and they're so simple and minimalistic, and yet I think they are really cool. This Zekrom one, yeah, I want that one. I want that card so badly, and yeah, it's not very clear. I don't know if you can see it as much on this, but there, the Reshiram looks really cool. I can imagine these look incredible in person because of the texture. You can sort of see the texture here. But yeah, really big cards. I think this is really cool, and this is going to be a promo one, which I think is a nice one to throw in there, so a bit of splash of red. So those are a new rarity. Very interesting, I really like that, and yeah, we can only imagine how rare these are going to be. So, the English set is going to release on July 18th, under the same name, and again, they will be split in 2, so each will have their own card. So here we go with the secret rares, and this is the Black Bolt secret rare, so I am going to try and get through these as quickly as possible, not talking too much. We're just going to skim through. These are the ones that are specifically for Black Bolt, and then we'll go through the White Flare. I am going to skim through these really quickly, just because there's so many to get through, because there's 156 of them plus extra bits. So yeah, got these in art rares or special illustration rares. So we've got the Snivy here, which I really like. That looks really nice. Servine, Pansage, we've got the Simisage, Petalil, Lilligant. This one's quite nice actually, and the Maractus I quite like as well. Carablast Fungus. The Victini here I think looks really good. I'm only going to sort of bring up the ones that I think look really nice, but as you can see, you can get a good idea here of some of the ones we can see. This Litwick is really cute, Lampen and I do like the Chandler one. I think this one looks really good. We've got the Larvister and Volcarona, Pampor, Simipour, Timepole. I love the look of him here. Palpito, Sizepato, Tartuga, Caracosta. This one's really nice actually. I really like that one. I'm doing basing this on the art and sometimes the Pokemon. This one I'm not too big on. This one's really cute, the Cubchoo, but I do like this Beartic illustration rare. I think this one looks really good. This one's alright actually. They've got this one quite right. Mulga's really cute. Got Tynamo, Electric, Electros. The Thundurus is actually really cool. Quite like that one. I like the the sort of sparks here look really nice. Mushana. I like the simplistic look of this one. This does look really cool. And we got Duosion and Reuniclus. So yeah, like a lot of these look really good. I do like the Golett actually. The Golett and this one here, the Golurk, do look really good. We got Drillbur, Timber, Gerda, Conkeldurr. Honestly, there's so much here that I really like. I do have to skim over it because I know there's so much to get through. The Landorus is absolutely amazing. Like, this slaps. This looks so good. I'm not even superly keen on these legendaries as well. So, Venipede, Whirlipede. I love the dynamic pose of this. I love that we're sort of in the action here. That looks really cool. And then the Scolipede as well is very dark and moody. So this one's quite cute, the Sandile. We've got Crocodile. These are actually, I actually really liked these in Unova. I thought they were really cool Pokemon. So Vullaby and Mandibuzz. We got a few here. Some of these I'm a bit meh. Cobalion, I quite like this a lot. I think it looks very cartoonish in this style, but I kind of like that after all the sort of seriousness of with Temporal Forces and like Iron Crown and everything. So that does look good. Axew looks really nice. Haxorus, I love this one's design actually looks quite good. I like the sort of realism of it. This one is, Pidove. Well, I don't know, I think this looks really cute. I think this is really adorable. So, and then we got the Tranquil and Unpheasant. Minccino, I do like this a lot. I think this is really cute. I like the art style, and yeah, this one not so much, but I still think it's really cute. Okay, so that's all the illustration rares. These are now the full arts, which again I will quickly skim over. So we have got the Serperior. Obviously, if there's some that have been missing, it's because they are special illustration rares. So yeah, we've got the Kyurem here, Zekrom obviously. This one looks really nice. I love the yellow with the electric sparks, but as opposed to like normally it's blue. So that does look really cool. They picked some interesting ones. So we've got the Miloetta, Excadrill, which I think's different, and Genesect. And then we've got Endplot, Fennel, and then here we have the special illustration rares. So here we go. We've got the Serperior, which I think looks really cool. This one looks sick. I do like this. We've got Kyurem, that icy pose. I think this looks amazing. The Zekrom. Can we just hold on for a moment? We need to savor this because it looks wonderful. I do like this card a lot. I love this card. Now I'm going to show you the Reshiram equivalent, which I do think looks equally good, but because I do have that, I am drawn to Zekrom a lot, and the lightning and the colours, and it's just the mood. This is pure mood, this card. I do love it a lot. So we do have that. Moaletta, I love this style. I love the warmth of it. It does look really nice. Excadrill, this one, for a special illustration rare, is a bit meh, but I'll give it that. The Genesect looks really nice. I like the colours. Feels very Destined Rivals actually with the black and red. And then again, we've got End's Plot. I really like this. I like the wheel in the background and this mood and the sort of twilight hours kind of lighting. And then obviously we have the new rarity. This is the Zekrom one what I showed you guys earlier. So that's everything from Black Bolt that's exclusive to Black Bolt. You can only find those ones in the Black Bolt set. So moving on to the White Flare. Again, I will be sort of skimming over these as fast as I can because there's a lot to get through. So I will quickly just show this one because look at this. There's so much detail for such a cute little Pokemon and the colours are just amazing. So yeah, this is the Swaddle card. I think this one's really nice. And obviously it's evolutionaries. We've got Cottony here. Oh, we have a Dealing in its like spring phase. And as you guys know, I love Temporal Forces with the Dealing and Swordsback. This doesn't quite compare, but I do think it's quite cute. So we've got that one and that one. Yeah, some of these are alright. We've got Virizion. This one's okay. Again, I feel like they're adopting a very cartoonish style for these legendaries. So we got Tepig, Pignite, and Emboar, which I think are really cool. And then Pansear, Simisear, and Heatmore. The Oshawott. This one's quite cute actually. I think this one's really cute. And the Delwat as well. I like this again in this sort of actiony pose. The Samurott I think looks really nice. I love the colours here. It's sort of like there's this real warmth against the coolness of his colours. Yeah, and I love the splash down below as well. I think that looks really nice. Basically, we've got the Ducklet, which I think is really derby. I think that looks so cute. And the Swadder looks actually quite good. This would actually look quite good in the special illustration rare, but obviously not big enough for Pokemon, I think, to get that treatment. So we got Vanillite, Vanillish, and Vanillux. These are cute, nothing amazing, but I do like them. Blitzel and the Zeb Striker, I think looks really cool. Again, I am drawn to electric types, so this probably doesn't help my case in that I am a bit biased towards it, but I do think this looks really good. There's a lot of mood in these cards, so much mood. So we got the Joltik and Galvantula, Stunthis. We've got a couple here. The Swoobat I quite like. I think this is really cool. I love the love hearts here. That is very cute. Yeah, just skipping through a few of these. This one's okay. I like the detail and I like the line art for this one. It feels very like comic book style, so that one's quite good. This one I like the design of it. I think this looks really, really cool actually. Not my favourite Pokemon, but it does look cool. I like the linearity of this one. There's sort of like repeated patterns and stuff. I think that looks really good. Wow, yeah, I've only just seen this one. This is epic. This is a really cool art style. I like that a lot. Some of these are a bit bog. We got Terrakion here. I think this is really cool. I love his pose. We don't know what's going on in the background here with like the ruins, but I do think it's really cool lighting. These are quite funny actually. That one's cool. I like that. I'm feeling that. So, I mean, how much better can you make the rubbish Pokemon? Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. But anyway, the Zorua is very cute. I love this card. This is the look of Zorua and the way it is against the background with the moon. I think that looks really cool. And then we have the Zoroark as well, which, man, this slaps. This is so, so good. I love there's so many good ones here. And then we obviously have the Dino. And yeah, we've got the Zvylus. I can never say that one very well. So these Pokemon for me are a bit meh, so I will skip over them. They do look alright. This one looks like one of those. Yeah, this one's like looks like an almost claymation one. We've got the Durant. I've always quite liked Durant actually, so that one's okay. Druddigon. This one's a cool art style. The Patra and the Watchog. Nothing really big to say here. The Braviary is okay. I like this Pokemon, but this one doesn't super stand out to me. Okay, so that's all the illustration rares, and then we have the full arts. Again, nothing special. I do love this Reshiram, and the Keldeo does look really cute actually. It's going to be really hard to decide between which set I will be mostly leaning towards. Don't know why they put this one in here. Not a big fan of this Pokemon, but whatever. And obviously we've got the Hydreigon, which is really cool, and the Bouffalant, so really cool. And then we obviously have so we have the Harlequin, and we've got Hilda as well. Now, moving on to the special illustration rares. Again, this one doesn't feel like it should be a special illustration rare, but I do like the look of the card. It just feels very illustration rare vibes to me, but that's fine. The Reshiram. Now, like I said, I do prefer the Zekrom, and I have always leaned towards the Zekrom, and I prefer that card, but there is no doubt that this card is bloody incredible. It's so good. I love the look in Reshiram's eye. And I love that the fire is very soft and very like, yeah, it's not overwhelming flames. It's just got such a mood to it, and I think that's amazing. This Keldeo card is beautiful. I really like this card. I love this mix of sort of like autumn. It feels like autumn and spring mixed into one, and I love its pose. I love the colours. It's just such a good card. Yeah, the Jellicent. I like the art style. I do think it looks good, but again, it's not one that I'll be dying to get, in all honesty. Another decent Hydreigon card, which I really like. There's so much mood in these. I just can't get over that. The rain and the lightning, and it's so fierce and so dark. And the Bouffalon, I like this art style. It's very geometric, so that is really cool. And then, oh yeah, and we have the Hilda card as well. Zebstriker and Embor and the Unpheasant as well. So really like that a lot. And then obviously we have the BWR rarity of Reshiram. So there is so much to look forward to in this set. We have a breakdown here of the pull rate. So it's a booster box of 20 packs, comes with 4 illustration rares, 1 Master Ball reverse holo, and either a full art or special illustration rare. Now this is the Japanese set, so it will change for the English set. These are 7 card booster packs which come with commons, uncommons, and then obviously the mix of either like Pokeball reverse holo or Master Ball reverse holos and illustration rares, or either, you know, the usual rare, Pokemon EX, full art, special illustration rare, or the new BWR. So there's so much to get through on that, and there'll also be God packs, so that's really cool as well. There is just so much to look forward to in the set, and I'm so excited for this to drop. It is a collector's dream and a nightmare all in one. I can imagine so many people are going to be so excited to try and collect this set as a whole, but equally it's going to take a lot. Master set in this is just another level. You thought Prismatic Evolutions was bad, well, welcome to hell, because this is going to be another thing. But again, it's a lot of fun, and it'll be nice to see that, you know, even if there's certain cards that you do want to get, I feel like it'll be fun either way to get some of these cards, whether you want them or not, because a lot of them are really decent. They haven't just chucked a load of rubbish ones in there as well. I do think there are a lot in there that are actually really decent, have put a lot of time and thought into it, so this is really exciting. So that's pretty much everything I have to say about the new Black Bolt White Flare that has been released in Japan. Obviously we have to wait till July for this release, but I'm so excited and I cannot wait to get started on this one. I hope you can't wait too. Once again, I apologise for my absence, and I hope, you know, a lot of you have come back with the same enthusiasm as you guys did before in my videos. I am hoping to get back into things, back to streaming, and I'm just so grateful for those of you that have stuck along the way, been patient and understanding, and I promise that things going forward will hopefully be a bit more regular and we can get back into things just like I always did. Once again, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, don't forget to give the video a like and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video.